Thanks for joining us. This is Rob Jacob with itsajitslife.com. I just wanted to give a quick preview here of the news that broke today. Not sure how many of you guys follow MMA, but if you're on some of these blogs and some of these websites, they announced a huge fight. So for January, there's going to be a huge showing for the light heavyweight division. Whereas Jon Jones defends his title against Daniel Cormier. You know, we were hoping that was going to happen in September, but Jones got injured. So that fight got pushed back. And then Gustafsson got injured when he was scheduled to fight Jones. So that's what, you know, started the Jones versus Cormier. But now, just announced that Alexander Gustafsson versus Anthony Rumble Johnson. Boom! Big fight. So I'm super, super excited for this fight. So let's backtrack here for a minute. So in my eyes, I got four top light heavyweights right now. There's a couple guys that are creeping in there, but when I think of elite light heavyweights, I'm thinking of Jon Jones, Alexander Gustafsson, Daniel Cormier, and Anthony Johnson. I think those four guys come to my mind. So as far as fighting wise, the last fight that Rumble Johnson had, oh, it was devastating. I don't know if some of you guys have seen it when he just TKO'd Nogueira. I mean, it was just man, his boxing is so sharp, and when he hits you with one of those, oh, you go to sleep. It was July 26th was the last time he fought. Some of the other guys, it's been longer than that. Daniel Cormier, his last fight was against Dan Henderson. Obviously, that was very impressive. I mean, I wasn't too impressed with it. I really, like to see Dan go down in weight class. He weighed in at 199 pounds for that fight against Cormier. Cormier was probably tipping the scales at 220 the next day. So, well, actually, the good news is Henderson is dropping down to fight Gegard Mousasi, so at 185. So Henderson is out of the light heavyweight division. And Cormier's last fight was May 24th. Jon Jones, April 26th. That's a good long, it's a pretty good time between fights there. So he's been injured since then, tore his meniscus, and he fought Glover Teixeira. It was a 5-round fight. Prior to that, he defended a belt against Gustafsson. So his last 2 fights were 10 rounds. So he's been taking a beating here. I personally think Gustafsson won that fight, but when you're a title holder and it's a close one, typically they give the nod to the champion. So, Gustafsson, his last fight was Jimmy Manawa. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But and that was on March 8th, 2014, and he finished Manawa in the 2nd round, I believe. So that was kind of a crazy fight. I mean, I don't think Manawa was in the top 10, but it was overseas somewhere. And yeah, so none of those guys have fought real recent other than Anthony Rumble Johnson. So January 3rd will be Jones versus Cormier, and just announced today, January 24th will be Anthony Rumble Johnson versus Alexander Gustafsson. So that night, we will know who the next contender will be. If Cormier beats Jones, I'm assuming that Jones is going to get an immediate rematch. So that kind of sucks for Gustafsson and for Anthony Rumble Johnson, because they may end up having to wait another 6-8 months, whatever it may be, because Jones has only fought 2-3 times in the last 2 years, almost a year and a half. I mean, it's not that many fights that he's taken. I know he's had a lot of injuries. He did coach on the Tough against Chael Sonnen. So prior, his last couple fights was Glover Teixeira, Alexander Gustafsson, Chael Sonnen, and that's going back to 2013, early 2013. So once that fight's over, which I'm honestly, oh man, I have to go with Cormier because I'm a wrestler by heart, but I don't know, man. Jones is crisp. Every time I bet against Jones, he does something crazy, or he just invents something in the cage, and he ends up winning. He's a winner, so I don't know. I do think Cormier will definitely be able to get Jones down. I think he'll be able to smother him a little bit, but I think once it hits that 3rd round, if it makes it to the 3rd round, I think Jones' conditioning might just be too much for Cormier at that 205. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I've only seen Cormier once at 205. So, actually twice. He fought damn it, I can't remember the guy's name. It'll come to me here in a little bit. His college wrestler buddy. Can't think of his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, this will be a good fight, but I think if it goes in championship rounds, I think Jones has it. Can he finish it early? Yes. Can he stop a takedown? Yes. He's obviously a good wrestler himself. So if he could stop those takedowns, obviously he has the reach, he has the height, he has the athleticism over Cormier. I think this is Cormier's only shot to get it. So against John Jones. John Jones he's running his mouth a lot about this bumping up the heavyweight, wanting to fight Cain Velasquez, but let me tell you something, buddy. You got some competition now. The 205 is the talent is stacked at 205. There's a couple other guys. You got Glover Teixeira in the 205 mix. You have Phil Davis, who just beat Teixeira badly in the 205 mix. I don't think like a guy like Ryan Bader could beat a John Jones, but I'm just saying he's kind of like a gatekeeper. There's a couple other guys in there that you got Anderson Silva who can move up to 205. There's so many different variables. So let's not try to skip the heavyweight and act like we don't have competition at the light heavyweight division, because it's there. And can Anthony Rumble Johnson run through Alexander Gustafsson? That's my next topic here. Yes and no. So the reason why I want to say yes is because if he lights him up with one of those punches, now he doesn't punch like a John Jones, he doesn't punch like a Gustafsson. Rumble Johnson, when he hits you and it connects, it's like an explosion. It's like an explosion goes off. Your brain shatters, you fall, you're out. It's just a massive explosion and devastation of the brain. So if he lands and connects some of these just lightning uppercuts and lightning punches he has, I can easily see Gustafsson going to sleep. Now, conditioning-wise, Rumble Johnson looked good conditioning-wise against Phil Davis. So that was a 3-round fight. This will be a 5-round fight, a headlining fight in Sweden on January 24th. I think if Gustafsson, obviously he's a master at picking people apart. He's got great conditioning. His takedown defense is actually improved a lot. This would be a good fight. I honestly don't have a prediction. If I had to predict today who would win this fight, I'd have to say Gustafsson. And I'm just going on that based off of his previous performances. But, man, Rumble Johnson, just the times I've thought, this guy's a little overrated. Oh, man, he just catapults himself higher and higher every time. As far as my pick for the Jones and DC fight, like I said, I don't know. It's going to depend on the championship rounds. But this is such a great fight. Guys, tune in. I got a couple previous interviews with John Jones. Some skits about John Jones, Cormier, and Gustafsson. But now, we're going to throw Rumble into the mix and get him in there. So if you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, or want to be part of the podcast, comment below or check out my website, itsajustlife.com. Always looking to get guests on the show, and we definitely like to hear from you. Thanks for listening.